here with you all, and unfortunately, she finally got the COVID. She's doing fine, but not good enough to sing without coughing. So, we love you, Marianne, and thank you, Heather, and Margot's going to be coming up later as well to fill in for a song. So we have so much talent in this room that no matter what, it will still happen, and it will still be great. And of course, thank you, Mr. Jeff Watts on sound. So Ahava is the Hebrew word for love. And we gather together every Sunday knowing that love is
always the answer.
That is right. I am Reverend Rainbow, your co-spiritual director, along with our founding minister and my co-spiritual director, Reverend Soni. If you're joining us for the first time, you may recognize a special buzz in the air, and it is a very special service today because Reverend Soni is retiring at the end of this year, and this is her last Sunday as spiritual director. So let's give her some more love. We will get to hear a message and prayer from Soni today, as well as some more special treats and surprises that I just whispered in her ear right before service, so she won't freak out. Or tell me to say no, because it's already done. She's freaking out. Just keep breathing. If you're joining us online, thank you so much for being a part of our global community. Make sure to say hello in the chat. Let us know where you're tuning in from today. And who are we? Who are we? We are a conscious community committed to curiosity so that we may provide a loving space to be reminded of the truth of who we are. We are open and affirming community, so whoever you are, wherever you are on your spiritual journey, know that you are absolutely welcome here. And if you're in the room for the first time, thank you for being here because your presence makes a difference. And we have a gift for you from our core council. So, if you're here for the first time, all you have to do is raise your hand or stand. Anyone here for the first time? So, yep, make sure we see you all there. They're beautiful. And we are so grateful for the many people who volunteer to our beloved community to help this community thrive, as well as all the things that come together for this service, from the youth volunteers to those in the booth and on camera to those who will be serving cake later. We thank you. So give some love to our volunteers. And don't be shy. We encourage you to take out your phone, check in on social media, take pictures, take videos. Just make sure you turn your volume down. That's all I'll say about that, because if I say too much more, it might happen. We are here as a reflection of one another. It's something that Reverend Soni has reminded us of from day one. So let us now take a moment just to turn to someone, perhaps with your hands over your heart, and say thank you for being a reflection of me. Thank you. And we have an amazing vision and purpose here, so I invite you to repeat after me. We are an inclusive community.
We are an inclusive community.
Committed to global transformation.
Committed to global transformation.
Through personal evolution.
Through personal evolution.
And our purpose, let's do it together.
Wake up, step up, and make a difference.
That's right. And today's affirmation. I will say it and then you can affirm along with me. I am one with the circle of life.
I am one with the circle of life.
So now we're going to move into our centering, and our opening prayer will be led by practitioner Louise Allen.
Loving Savior, So I truly know that that loving spirit dwells as me, as it dwells as each one of us, for it is all there is, that universal cosmic isness that is everywhere present. And in this moment, I know it as love, as joy, as peace, as harmony, as endings and beginnings. For indeed it is that circle of life, that continuity, that ever upward spiral. And so knowing that that is the truth of the one, I know it is the truth of me and the truth of each beloved here this morning. And so I simply bless this time. I bless this holy space, knowing that all that is said is indeed simply the word of the divine coming through. I bless the words of our beloved ministers, Reverend Soni and Reverend Rainbow. I bless the hearts and hands and the voices of our musicians, knowing that they indeed play the music of eternity. I bless the hearts and hands of all the volunteers who have come here to unleash the holiness in this place. I declare today good and very good, and so it is.
Today's reading is by Hafiz. Little by little, you will turn into stars. Even then, my dear, you will only be a crawling infant, still skinning your knees on God. Little by little, you will turn into the whole sweet, amorous universe, in heat on a wild spring night, and become so free in a wonderful, secret, and pure love that flows from a conscious, one-pointed, infinite need for light. Even then, my dear, the beloved will have fulfilled just a fraction of a promise he wrote upon your heart. When your soul begins to ever bloom and laugh and spin in eternal ecstasy, oh, little by little, you will turn into God.
I am here for my God to reveal what
Heather, you are so expressive when you sing.
I said that's my light.
Yes, absolutely, and I meant that as a good thing. Yes, don't you think? Well, I'm going to tell you before I start, and I always like to start with a prayer, is I did a face plant yesterday, so it's okay, I'm all right. But it's interesting because I had written what I was going to say today, and it's like so emotional that I wasn't paying attention to where I was and what I was doing, and so I did a face plant. So I guess that's my lesson, is to always pay attention where you are and what you're doing. So this morning I'm going to invite you to take a nice deep breath together, as I have done for so many Sundays. And just know with me, know that we are here to release the all and all. Who we are and who we have come to be on this planet. Because you have entered into an intentional community that knows who you are, whether you are here for the first time or the 700th time. Whether you are a child or an adult, you are here to release your beingness. You did not come here to get anything, but you came here to release everything that you are. You came here because everything that you need, want, desire is already existing as the Holy Spirit that you are. You make this ground holy because you are here this morning. And together we acknowledge the radiance and the goodness that has been revealed in each one of us this morning. That radiance of infinite possibility that is beyond our wildest imagination. The fuel of possibilities that continues to imagine through and as each one of us. It is this universal intentionality, recognizing itself as the love that comes from deep within the divine self, the divine spark of recognition, deep within our very soul. As you chose to sit in your chair this morning, you also choose to step into the sanctuary of your soul. We consciously choose to be in here this morning to take our place, not only in our chair, but in the universe. We are here to live in the flow, the peace, the ecstasy, the wonderment, the curiosity, the harmony of love that has birthed us all. You are the one and only unique expression of one life, here to realize and wake up into that divinity, here to stop resisting the calling that brought you here and surrender to the mystery. But not for long. We don't want to surrender to the mystery for too long. We want to stand in the power and the presence that we are. Surrender to the everlasting breath that breathed you, for you are indeed the beloved. Take that breath now. Just take that breath now and remember who you are. Because you are here to give up getting, and to move into giving. Giving more love, more peace, more joy, and more service. You are not here merely to survive. You are here to thrive, because this is not a way station to wait and do nothing till you reach some far-off place called heaven. Right? You are here to create and anchor in the ever-expanding good that you already are, the heaven that is within. And that heaven within is expressed through your words and your deeds and your actions and your service. And this ever-expanding good also expands with those around you, because you become the example of what goodness and grace really is. So, anyone who is in your presence already knows who you are. That you are the presence of love. That you are the presence of an enlightened being, because you recognize this love and you have surrendered an old paradigm of God outside of yourself, and you are awakening to the new divinity within you, the divinity that has called you. And once you embody this truth, you will not have to tell them you are enlightened. Because the energy you give off will be that of spirit walking on this earth. Now, here's the thing. In order to step into divinity, you're going to have to let go of that belief of separation. A separation from the universe. A separation from one another. And you will know without a shadow of a doubt that there is a place within the human soul that resonates with the nothingness, that knows its existence beyond. It's not mind, it's not heart, it's nothing tangible or describable. It's just a certain sense of intimacy within the infinite. And you know when you feel it, what it feels like. And you know once you have it, you cannot be satisfied with anything else but it. It is the bridge from your soul to your humanness that takes you beyond the unknowable and connects you with all things. It is from this place where I have surrendered to the sacred, where we all must surrender to the sacred and the wholeness of all of life. It is from here that you will embody love and begin to understand that part of the wholeness is the realization that above all else, you are the beloved. You are the faith keeper. And every time you practice love, every time you practice gratitude, every opportunity you take to be of loving service or to show up as peace, you are transcending the world, and the world fades away, and you are becoming all that you came here to be. You are important. You matter to the healing of this planet. Well, what a long, strange trip. Exciting, extraordinary, fulfilling trip it has been. Yes?
Yes.
What a blessing it is to be with all of you this morning, my beloved community, 700 Sundays later. And only one Sunday ever canceled because of weather.
Wow.
And 2 Sundays that fell on Christmas Day. You believe it? Out of the 700 Sundays, I have done around 90% of the talks either solo or shared. Oh, it's a lot of talks. It's a lot of writing. And we have done 13 candle lighting services, the first one in our little white church where I wrote the first service and where we started. We bought a building.
We did.
We celebrated births of our children, and we buried community members and good friends. We have celebrated, cried, grieved, disagreed, and compromised. We created a music program that rivals any program at any center. We've had dress-up days, hat contests, amazing pledge programs, and a talent show which included a magic act. A musical highlighting the crisis of addiction, and several all-music services. We've had classes. We've had a lot of classes. Our first foundation class had 43 people. We birthed outstanding practitioners who have dedicated their time and their hearts to Ahava. God, I love them. I'm in love with all of them. And we have had amazing core council members who have served the community in many ways, including cooking brunch for our SEVA volunteers, our SEVA award named after Marianne Elrod. survived a pandemic, you all. And we did not miss a beat. The band, Reverend Rainbow, myself, and our volunteers, we did not miss a beat during that pandemic. And we still brought you quality even online. And we still bring quality online. And a few months before that pandemic, we hired an assistant minister with a 3.5-year plan to become our senior minister. Yes. So here we are, a community that has thrived and survived through it all. You know what? We are dang amazing.
Yeah,
We really are. Thank you, Louise, for saying yes. I'm not going to look at them, but thank you, Nancy and Ron and June and Betty. We did it, kids. My first talk title, I was looking back through all of my stuff, and my first talk title was, Will the Real God Please Stand Up? Don't you love that? And today, of course, the talk title is In the Beginning. And it's so, I was looking back at this talk, and what I talked about that Sunday was the idea that for most people, there comes a time in our lives of deep questioning when we ask ourselves, what's life? What is life and what is God? And I boldly pronounced that Sunday that some of us have gone beyond the scope of old ideas and concepts of God. In fact, the magnitude of God is so tremendous, it is as though it is beyond the scope of human imagination. It's so vast and so enormous, it is sometimes difficult to describe in words. It's more like an energy or a vibration. And I shared with you that when I came to Kentucky, that Reverend Dr. Michael Beckwith, I went to him and I said, what can you tell me about starting a new community? And he said, be the highest vibration in town. And boy, have we done that. We have done our best to do that. Everything which exists or ever did exist or ever will exist, from the most inconceivable tiny particle to beyond the outermost galaxies within the infinity of space, the invisible to the visible, is the divine, is God, or whatever you wish to call it, because God is just a word. I talked about the idea that we are one in, through, and as this power and presence. I reminded everyone that first Sunday that we are unique in that expression as that power and presence. And each one of us is born with a gift. And some of us have several gifts. Our gift may look similar to someone else's, but it's not the same. And here's the deal. I'm still saying the dang same thing today. It really hasn't changed. You know, I'm still saying the same thing, that we're all one, that there is no separation, that we're all here with a gift, and that we're all here because we belong to one another. All it takes to know and express the divine more deeply is a desire, a willingness to do the work, to create space within your soul for the universe to create through you and as you. And here's the deal. If you do your spiritual work, the gifts you came with will begin to unfold in ways you never ever imagined. And the truth is, you don't need to know how those gifts are going to unfold. Just be willing to explore your own divinity at a deeper level, and the universe will take care of the rest. Because the universe always says.
Yes.
As Holmes put it, we are in the water of infinite life, Dr. Holmes being the founder of Signs of Mind. We are in the water of infinite life as the fish is in the ocean. The spirit of life is all around us. It flows through us. It permeates everything. It is the essence of all form and flows through every condition. And yet, we are still looking for it. What we look for, we unwittingly look at, but fail to recognize. What you are seeking is seeking you. Because you are indeed all the face of God, and you are all the real deal. As Moses told his people, know as clear as day and meditate upon this. In the heavens and beyond, in the earth and below, the unknowable is God. There is nothing else. Here's the tough part. Somebody's holding a thermostat in the back of the room. So thank you, Ahava, for 13 and a half years. I couldn't or would not have wanted to do it without you. I love you all, and I really mean it this time. Let's go into prayer. I am indestructible powerhouse. No thing, person, or circumstance can keep my light from shining bright. And so I drop into that place where I know there is only one. There is only one power and one presence, indestructible. One power and one presence creating out of itself every minute, every second of every day. I know this power and presence is love. I know this wholeness and abundance and prosperity. And I know it as all things, and yet I know it as no thing. It simply is that. That which is the indestructible powerhouse that I am, and the indestructible powerhouse that each and every individual here this morning, and those who could not be with us, are the same. And no person or circumstance, no condition can keep this light from shining for each and every one of us. So it is from that place of knowingness where I lie upon the altar of truth and speak my word here and now for this community. Knowing that this community, Ahava Center for Spiritual Living, continues to thrive, continues to explore and open up to that vast truth and knowingness that the divine is all there is. I stand in the power and the presence of this truth, knowing that no matter what is happening, what experience or condition that may be happening for anyone at this time, that the greater truth be known is there is only one. And that right where we are, Spirit is, creating and recreating, expanding and unfolding to that love, to that joy, to that greatest truth of all time, that indeed we are the beloved, and the beloved is breathing itself as each and every person here. Standing in this truth, knowing that for this community, all is well. There is no greater truth to be known, and how grateful I am. How grateful I am that we all answered the call and became more than we ever thought we could be. As I release my word into that perfect universal law, knowing that this prayer has been answered long before it left my lips, standing in the power of the One by saying Shalom, Hamdalela, Ashe, Namaste. This prayer is done. I leave it knowing it is so. So it is.
I would just like to remind everyone there are tissues underneath the chairs. And we love you so much, Soni.
Thank you. Made it.
I've heard it said that people come into our lives for a reason, bringing something we must learn, and we are led to those who help us most grow if we let them, and we help them in return. Well, I don't know if I believe that's true, but I know I'm who I am today because I knew you. Like a comet pulled from orbit as it passes the sun, like a stream that meets a boulder halfway through the woods. Who can say if I've been changed for the better? But because I knew you, I have been changed for good.
It well may be that we will never meet again in this lifetime. So let me say before we part, so much of me is made of what I've learned from you. You'll be with me like a handprint on my heart. And now whatever way our stories end, I know you have written mine by being my friend. Like a ship gone from its mooring by the wind off the sea, like a seed dropped by a skyberg in a distant wood. Can't say if I've been changed for the better, but because I knew you,
Because I knew you, I have been changed for good.
just to clear the air, I ask forgiveness for all the things I've done you blame for.
But then I guess we know there's blame to share, and none of it seems to matter anymore. Like a comet pulled from orbit as it passes the
I
sun,
have been
like a stream that meets a boulder
struck by a
halfway through the woods. Who can say if I've been changed for the better? I do believe
So we have a little bit more love. We're going to show a video now from some of our colleagues from CSL.
Hi there. I'm Dr. C.C. Coltrane, and I am the president of Holmes Institute and the director of the School of Spiritual Leadership for CSL. Prior to that, I was the senior minister at the Center for Spiritual Living Greater Dayton until 2020. When I first got there, there were two little centers, one in Cleveland and one in Cincinnati, and my little center in Dayton, and that was all. But a couple of years after I got there, this amazing woman from California came in with an attitude and said, "The Creative Center in Lexington." And I got to watch that happen, moment by moment, week by week, month by month, and turn into this amazing community that currently exists as the Lexington Center for Spiritual Living. And I have to tell you that I was so intimidated by Reverend Soni when she first showed up. I don't know why. The reason took me years to figure out, but the reason I was intimidated is because she was so good at something that I didn't know how to do, and that was to speak the truth with love and compassion and without varnish, to speak it boldly and baldly, but kindly and lovingly. And I watched her do that with people, and I experienced it directly, and it kind of just changed everything for me. To learn from someone like Soni how to speak the truth was a great gift to me as a minister, to me as a person, to me as a human being in this world. And I caught a little of her attitude, and I so appreciate it. I so appreciate it. It has served me well to learn how to do that, how to speak that truth, and how to give it with love. And Soni, you've done that for me so many times. It's been an absolute joy to grow up in ministry alongside you and to be able to watch you weave your magic, because it is magic. It's the heart, it's the voice, it's the music, it's the honesty, it's the soul. And I love you very much, and I hope that whatever you choose to do next gives you the greatest, deepest satisfaction and joy. I love you. I wish your community the very best, and I know that you go with God. Bye-bye.
And now we will hear from the president of our core council, C.J. Lester.
Thank you. Season's greetings, everyone. I wanted to take this opportunity to thank Spirit for granting me the honor of giving this farewell speech on behalf of the Core Council and to all those who have served on the Core Councils before. To a minister who has meant so much to me and to this community. In trying to find the words, so many came to mind. Leader, founder, friend, confidant, singer, drummer, partner, comedian, survivor, inspiration, and so many more. So right now I'd like all of the Core Council, the current Core Council, and anyone who has ever served on the Core Council for this community, please stand with me.
Yeah.
That you have left a legacy that shows your dedication and love for the work here was sent from another plane. Everyone here is happy for you, and we pray that Spirit and love will continue to fill you with the wisdom, insight, and vision that you blessed us all with, and that wherever you're going, you'll continue with that same love. May the universe bless you and your family abundantly. We will love and miss you and cherish the legacy of Ahava that you have left in our care. I know this is not goodbye, so I'm just going to say until we meet again.
And we have some gifts for you on behalf of the core council.
Great.
It is to support you.
Yes.
Yes. To support you in having, enjoying your retirement through some self-care. There's gift certificates to the Salt Cave. There's a gift certificate for a facial and a candle.
I need the facial.
And I just want to show this. Specially designed hoodie for Reverend Soni that says heavily meditated. And now we will hear from our practitioners. The Director of Practitioners, Connie Moore, is going to speak on behalf of the Prac Corps.
You had to do this on my watch. So I'm going to borrow from a song from a movie in the 60s, starring Sidney Poitier. From a step. How do you find someone who has taken you from asleep to awake? As practitioners, you have been a mentor, a teacher, a rock, a love to all of us. If you wanted the sky, we would write across the sky in letters that would soar 1,000 feet tall. So Soni, with love. Thank you.
Thank you.
And we also have a little gift of self-care for you.
Oh, great.
It's a theme.
You have a lot of care.
And Joe would like to share a little bit on behalf of musicians.
Look what you started. The only place you're going to find more diversity than this room is on Sesame Street. Thank you from the bottom of my heart and on behalf of the band. It's been a pleasure working with you, warming you up every Sunday. I'm going to miss our weekly calls. My to-do list is going to be much shorter than that.
Didn't hurt, Joe.
Thank you. It really has. I love you very much. We all love you.
Ditto.
And I'm still going to, I didn't bring anything in a bag, but I did bake you something edible. And it's legal. And thank you, Sonny, for everything. We love you.
Yes. And now it's my turn. I'll be brief. I just want to thank you, Soni, for trusting me to hand over the keys to this beloved community. You know, they talk about love at first sight, and love comes in many forms. And I feel like Reverend Soni and I, that first time we met, when I stepped foot in this building, we knew. There was something we knew that I would be the one standing here this day in this moment of honoring Reverend Soni and the one to continue the beautiful legacy of what you have created. So I take that as a very sacred gift, and I am grateful to know you. And you know, I announced last Sunday, and for those of you who didn't hear, Reverend Soni has an opportunity that was unexpected that she is saying yes to, which is she is running for community spiritual leader for all centers for spiritual living. So that's like it is meant to be that Reverend Soni will be stepping into that position, and the elections are in February at our annual convention. So we have one more video we're going to share now from Reverend Sunday Cote.
Oh,
Not on there.
technical difficulty.
Yeah, it's not on there. We got time.
Is it gone?
We don't know where it is.
Okay, we'll come back to that. All right, so we'll do the video after we do the offering. How about that? Yes. Okay, so we're going to move into our time of conscious giving. This is when we get to practice the law of circulation, knowing that as we give, we receive. And we can never outgive the infinite source of life. So we are going to pass the basket in the room. If you're online, you can also text the word GIVE to 859-209-6996. You can go to our website, and there's a Give button right there as well, and you can mail in your gifts. So let's do this together by placing your gifts, your hands over your heart, and repeating after me. Divine love as me.
Divine love as me.
Blesses and multiplies all that I have.
Blesses and multiplies all that I have.
All that I give.
All that I give.
And all that I receive.
And all that I receive.
I joyously contribute to the vision of Ahava.
I joyously contribute to the vision of Ahava.
Knowing that it returns to me.
Knowing that it returns to me.
Multiplied abundantly.
Multiplied abundantly.
And so it is.
And so it is.
God is my source. God is my power. God gives me everything I need. So I give thanks for all my blessings. God gives me everything I need. Love is my source. Love is my power. Love gives me everything I need. So I give thanks for all my blessings. Love gives me everything I need. God is my source. God is my power. God gives me everything I need. So I give thanks for all my blessings. God gives me everything I need. God gives me everything I need. God gives me everything I need.
Woo! Right. Are we ready for the video, or shall I do announcements? Okay. So just a reminder that practitioners are available to pray with you after service. They do ask that you wear a mask and just gather over here if you would like in-person prayer. There's also a prayer box on your way out, or online you can submit a prayer request. We get to honor and love up Reverend Soni one more time this year. On December 29th, we are having a retirement dinner at the Main on Main, downtown Lexington. That's a Thursday night at 6. The last chance to get your tickets is tomorrow at noon. So you can get them at the bookstore after service today or online, but we do need to submit our final numbers to the caterers tomorrow at noon. So make sure that you get your tickets if you haven't yet. Next Sunday, we are not having a regular Sunday service as it is Christmas Day, but from noon to 2, there will be a potluck and games for those who want to gather here and hang out and celebrate with your spiritual family. The building will be open at noon. Burning Bowl, one of our favorite rituals, is January 1st, so we will be having service New Year's Day to release the past and embrace the highest vision for our lives in 2023. And the following Sunday, January 8th, will be our annual visioning workshop after service as well. So lots of wonderful things coming up for you to get involved with. One last thing. After service, there will be cake. And there is a special cake, but we are presenting this cake because this is for Reverend Soni only. German chocolate cake by Christine Jackson.
Put it right here, baby.
So we just want to be clear that that's not y'all's cake, but there is cake. We will also be unveiling our new leadership wall. Notice out front, it will be you'll see. You'll just look at the walls and you will see there's something special on a wall.
Thank you.
All right, so do we want to do the video now? Okay, we'll do the video and then we'll do the kids and wrap it up.
The video that never was.
That's a different one. Okay.
And I bring you greetings from Centers for Spiritual Living on this celebration to honor one of our beloved ministers, Reverend Soni, who has served our movement above and beyond the customary role of minister. She has brought her insight and her heart of service to our Ministers' Council, and she's taught and created classes for our Building Blocks program. It's a training program for ministers. And she's supported some of our communities as interim minister when those communities were in between ministers, in transition. It's a very important role and requires a real tender-hearted approach. And it's important for the health of our movement, so I thank you, Reverend Soni. I just love Reverend Soni's captivating energy and her playfulness, and importantly, did I say playfulness? I love that about her. Also, I have to honor Reverend Soni for having the vision and the courage to follow her heart and start a center in Kentucky resonate with the message of our teaching, that there is one divine presence in and through all. Reverend Soni, you stand for that, and thank you for being a beacon of light for people who are seeking that message. My blessings to you.
So, yes, the spiritual leader of Centers for Spiritual Living. So soon Reverend Soni will be making those videos. right. All right, and one more thing I was reminded before we bring in our kids is that it is the last Sunday of the month for us here, so it is Giving Sunday. And today we're going to hear from an organization that Reverend Soni is very involved in. So I'm going to invite up Katie Vogel from the Hope Center. Reverend Soni has been teaching spirituality classes for the Women's Hope Center for many years, and today we will also be giving a gift and a tithe to the Hope Center. So tell us a little about your organization.
Good morning. Thank you all for inviting me into your space on such a special day. My name is Katie Vogel. I'm our Director of Development. So I get to raise the funds and do all the marketing that allows all of our people in our programs to do what they do. Just to give you an idea, we started almost 30 years ago in 1993, primarily as a shelter for men experiencing homelessness. And we provided meals and safe housing and shelter, but we've grown over the years. We now have 8 buildings across our campus because we offer residential recovery programs for both men and women. They're 6 to 9 month programs that our clients go through. We also offer recovery services in the detention center for men and women. We have an intensive outpatient program that we work through recovery with clients that way. And we still operate our shelter. We're housing about 200 men every night right now. We have 3 cafeterias that do 3 meals a day. And so we go through a lot of food at the Hope Center as well. Our mission is to provide life-sustaining and life-rebuilding services to the clients we serve. And life-sustaining is those pieces of food and shelter, clothes to wear, and a warm place to sleep. But the life-rebuilding is where we have really built out our recovery, and then also our affordable housing and our employment programs that allow people to get on a path to serve the higher purpose that they're meant for. So I thank you for inviting me into your space today, for letting me share a little bit about what we do at the Hope Center. And I have some brochures with me if you want to read a little bit more about our programs, but I'll stay for a bit if you have questions as well. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
We love you. You're a shining star, wonderful, just the way you are. We celebrate your sacred face. We love you just the way you are. We love you just the way you are. We do.
All right, everybody, what's our affirmation today?
When I shine, I grow.
Thank you, Reverend Soni, for helping us grow.
So precious. Thank you, thank you. So their handprints are on there for helping them grow. All right, so young ones, you may go back to your room, and we're going to bring service to a close and have cake. So I invite you to please stand. All our singers are going to be coming up as well for this final song. Repeat after me. Something wonderful is happening to me right now.
Something wonderful is happening to me right now.
It's this thing called life.
It is this thing called life.
Life is in my mind.
Life is in my mind.
Life is in my body.
Life is in my body.
Life is in my affairs.
Life is in my affairs.
I accept it.
I accept it.
I am it.
I am it.
I share it.
I share it.
Just the way it appears.
Just the way it appears.
And just the way it appears now.
Just the way it appears now.
Thank you, life.
Thank you, life.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Thank you everyone for coming out today. It looks like old times in this room. Don't forget to find your way back next week. Or not, January 1st, not next week. We won't be here.